Alright, once again, it's your boy Southpaw Slick, and I'm welcoming you guys to the Nyrdgang Gaming channel. And today we're going to be reviewing SNK versus Capcom SVC Chaos for that regular Xbox. And it's definitely one of my favorite 2D fighting games. It's far from the best. There's a lot of issues with it, but we're going to cover that in the review. And let's get it started. All right, here we have the intro, which is pretty awesome and epic. So I'm gonna let that play before we get to the menu, and I'll break down everything else from there. You see Kyo, Kusanagi, and Ryu, Akuma or Goki. So this is pretty epic, man. Pretty epic. It has like a great animation as well. Mr. Karate with his signature Tengu mask.
SVC Chaos, SNK versus Capcom.
I like the Japanese announcers so much better, and the MVS AES version.
Battle till you
Here you have the demonstration, but we're going to skip that. Let me load my hard drive, and here we are, the main menu, which has arcade mode, where you go through a series of opponents, as well as 2 mid-bosses and 1 cheap-ass regular boss, like in traditional SNK fashion. And you have versus mode, which is unavailable right now, since I don't have another controller plugged in. Practice mode, which you'll probably spend a good amount of time learning all the moves and different combos you can pull off. Options, you can change the difficulty, sound, the sprite resolution, and just all different kinds of things. Gallery, you unlock pictures, which this game has an awesome selection of artwork. I think whoever drew this artwork is amazing. Like, besides Shinkuro, I think Shinkuro left SNK around the time this game came out. Survival mode, where you go through a series of opponents with your health increasing slightly, on to the next opponent. And you also unlock all the pictures here, as well as the 2 hidden characters, which I'm not gonna spoil. Color edit, which adds a good amount of replay value. You can basically change the color palette for every character. Replay, where you can save replays and watch them, and replays. And Xbox Live, which is unavailable, and that's for online competition. So let's get into the modes. Alright, here we are, the character selection. On the left side you have the SNK characters, and on the right side you have the Capcom characters. There's a lot of fan favorites to pick from, so I'm sure somebody will find a character they're satisfied with, if they don't already see a character they already like and know, which most of us that play this game have that. So as you can see, the sprites, they don't look the most crisp. I'm saying they have like a grainy resolution, but it's understandable because the sprites are actually basically ported from older KOF games, except for the Capcom sprites, which were actually redone pretty nicely. I would say the Capcom characters look a hell of a lot better than the SNK characters. They actually, this is the coolest they ever looked, to be honest with you. Like prior to Street Fighter 4 coming out, but I thought the updated sprites were a welcome addition. They definitely were a welcome addition, in the same fashion that Capcom did the SNK characters and the Capcom vs. SNK series. They did a great job on the SNK characters, which ended up looking better than Capcom characters. So right here, it's reversed. So let me pick my character. We're playing arcade mode on level 8. Guess I'll just start it off with Geese.
Come on!
So this is arcade mode. You have like a little presentation before the fight starts where the characters share dialogue. There's a lot of fan service in the dialogue as well. And there's a lot of typos and bad translation, which is actually comical in the end.
Battle till you drop!
So
Come on! Come on!
So let's talk about the gaming mechanics, which is your traditional gaming mechanics. You can jump, you can block holding back, you have an anti-air attack, projectile attacks, other kinds of attacks, special moves. You know, basically, 2D fighting one-on-one. But then you have other types of mechanics that were introduced into King of Fighters 2002, which would be the maximum or exceed combos, as well as an exceed super move, which I'm going to display eventually. Like I said, right now we're just showing you the basics. You can dash, you can't run. You can grab with 2 buttons, kind of like Street Fighter 3 or something. You can pull off sick combos. And as you can see with the exceed combos, the possibilities are endless. And that is another thing that has been implemented, is the cancellation of specials into supers, which has been in numerous KOF titles since. So you can also pull off exceed moves when you've reached the red health bar, and it takes away a lot of damage. Alright, so we're going to do a little intermission right here. I'm basically just trying to cover all the gaming mechanics right now, so I'm not necessarily displaying too much skill, but you get it so far. You can do the basics, like jump, dash, block, grab, pull off special moves, pull off super moves, the traditional, like I said, the one-on-one, the fundamentals. But there's also an extensive amount of combos that can be used when you add in the maximum meter, which has been displayed. And you can also even throw in an exceed super into the moves, which I'm not even going to bother doing that right now. But that's pretty much the gameplay aspect. So let's get into what I was talking about earlier, and that is the collision issues, or just technical issues all around. There you go. That's the shit I'm talking about, and it will get annoying over time. And now you have the boss characters, which they suffer from serious SNK boss syndrome. I mean, it can be a little challenging at times. It's all about timing your attack. So you have to play just as cheap to stand a chance. Oh, nice. Alright, we're checking out the gallery. As you can see, I didn't get all the pictures yet, but I'm working on it. And this game has some awesome artwork. Awesome artwork. You know, you can zoom in and out. Oh yeah, the scrolling is inverted, so you have to push down for up and vice versa. See, Ryo Sakazaki. You know, these are the SNK characters, Capcom characters, which look pretty cool. Like Violent Ken, I like the little afro, you know, look. So I'm saying, you know, you can check out the pictures. You know, you unlock them in survival mode. So yeah, it gives you an incentive to play it. So we're playing survival mode right now. Alright, so you beat a character and you go to the next character. And your health restores a little bit between each fight. The AI actually doesn't change regardless on what level you set the game on. Oh, that was a nice parry. But yeah, it's you know, your typical survival mode. Now you have your color edit mode, which is kind of like, you know, custom or create a player, create a fighter. And basically you pick different parts of the character to color, even to the point you can recolor their outline. You can even change their name too. Right here, as you can see, I made an evil Ryu palette for Ryu, and you know, you can get a little creative, you know, depending on where your imagination is. And it's really that plain and simple, and it has been in a lot of KOF games, even though in most KOF games you can actually pick the colors individually. With this game, you actually have to make a color out of the RGB, and it takes a little time to get used to, but once you have the ball rolling, it's all fun from there on out. So basically, coming to a conclusion, I give SNK versus Capcom, SVC Chaos for Xbox. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's not the best game. It's a fun game. It's definitely for SNK and Capcom fans alike. And guys, subscribe to Nyrdgang Gaming.